Hey everyone, so we are looking at our final skill in IXL for this year, looking at the volume and surface area of cylinders. The thing I want you to notice is that this one actually has volume and surface area together in the same skill, so you'll need to pay attention to what it's looking for. But the only figures that we're talking about are cylinders. So let's take a look at Learn with an Example quick. So you can see we have a cylinder here with a radius of 2 and a height of 4. And they've told us that in order to find the volume of this cylinder, we need to do pi times r squared times h. So we have to do pi times r squared because that will give us the area of our circle, and then we multiply it by the height to find out the volume. So all we end up having to do is plugging in. We do pi 3.14 times 2 times 2, which is the same as 2 squared or r squared times our height of 4, and we end up with 50.24. Okay, so let's go on up and let's work out our problem here. So we are working with volume equals pi times r squared times our height. So volume is going to equal pi times our radius here is 1 squared times our height is 1. So since IXL wants us to use 3.14, all right, sorry about that, had some technical difficulties, but you can see here, so we've got volume equals 3.14 times 1 squared times 1. So then our volume, grab your calculator, should turn out to be just 3.14 because 1 squared is 1 and then 1. So we've got 3.14. So let's go ahead and put that in. 3.14, whoops. And there we go. All right, so just to take a look at this one, you're going to use 3 as your radius and 5 as your height. So let's just write this out quick. Volume is pi times r squared times h. So our volume is going to equal pi times our radius of 3 squared times our height of 5. Three times 3 is 9 times 5. Grab your calculator, go ahead and just multiply everything together. So we have 3.14 times 9 times 5, and that should give us an answer of 141.3. All right, let's skip ahead and see if we can find a surface area. All right, here we go. So we want to find the surface area of this cylinder. Again, we have to use 3.14. So when we are working on surface area, it's going to be like our other objects that we've done surface area for. The only difference here is you have to remember that our bases are circles. So when you look at our surface area formula, that we had before, you do okay, another mistake there, sorry. So our surface area formula is surface area equals 2 times our area of our base times perimeter times height. So when we're talking about cylinders, the surface area is going to be equal to 2 times our base, the area of our base. To find the area of a circle, that's where we've got pi times r squared plus perimeter. So perimeter in a circle is what we call circumference. So now we're going to use our circumference formula, which is 2 pi r times our height of this object is 4. All right, so let's go ahead and just plug in what we know. Pi and our radius is 1 squared plus 2 times pi times 1 times 4. Now the thing you want to remember is you want to do these pieces first, and then the last thing you're going to do is add them together. So if we multiply pi times 1 squared, we're going to end up with 3.14. And then we want to multiply that by 2. And that will give us 6.28. And then we come over here and we work out our math. So we have 2 times pi. So 2 times 3.14. And then times 1. Still, 2 times 3.14. So we get 6.28 again, but then we need to multiply that by 4, and we end up with 25.12. If we add these two together, we end up with a surface area of 31.4. Okay, so let's put in what we got, 31.4. And there we go, we did that one correct. Okay, so here's another surface area one. So I would recommend write out your formula first. So have a whiteboard or pieces of paper, something handy, because it will help you keep everything organized. So you're going to do 2, there it goes again, being all silly. Okay, so we've got our surface area equals 2 times pi r squared plus perimeter times our height. Okay, so I jumped ahead a little bit here. So we've got the surface area written out. Now we just plug in what we need to know. And we know we need 2 times pi times our radius in this example is 2 squared plus 2 times pi times our radius again is 2 times our height of 2. All right, sorry, I've been having some computer issues and just figured I'd go ahead and work it out so you could see. And I'll talk you through it here. So wrote out the surface area formula. 2 times the area of our base, which is a circle, so pi times r squared, plus 2 pi r, which is the circumference to find the perimeter, times our height. So the nice thing is here, everywhere we've got a variable is where we plug in a 2 because our height is 2 and our radius is 2. So when we do that, we actually end up with 25.12 plus 25.12 for a surface area of 50.24. So let's go ahead and put that in. And there you have it. All right, I am going to end this here because it's been a little choppy. Good luck. Let me know if you need anything else, and congratulations for making it to the end. I'm proud of all of you. Way to go. Take care, everyone.